What's going on, combat sports fans? When I heard about this heavyweight fight, when they announced it, I was like, yes, this is awesome. This is going to be a badass, awesome slugfest or submission. It's just going to be awesome. This fight is going to be badass. When Andrei Arlovski, the Pitbull, goes against Francis the Predator Ngannou, this is going to be awesome. A Pitbull versus a Predator is going to be exciting. Both guys have a lot of power in their arms and knockout strength. It's gonna be a badass, awesome fight, however long it lasts. It is possible it could go 3 rounds, but I highly doubt it with the skills and the strength and the determination these fighters have. They are badass warriors in the octagon. I'm extremely looking forward to it. We're going to get to the prediction in a matter of seconds here. If you're new to the channel, punch that subscribe button into submission. I'm Crazy Joe. That's Big Dog Jimmy, and that's Creepy Zeke hanging around back there. This is Joe's commentary and predictions, and now without further ado, and it's hard for me to go with this because I'm a huge fan of Andrei Arlovski, the Pitbull. I've been a fan of his for years and years. I've always loved watching him fight, and it's so hard for me to pick against him. But I'm going with Francis Ngannou, the Predator, to win it by KO TKO in the first round. I mean, with how he beat Anthony Hamilton, he could end up picking up a submission victory, not the the fighter Anthony Hamilton. So, this is going to be very interesting when these two collide. With the veteran and the skill set of Andrei Arlovski, it's a very big possibility he could win, as Big Dog Jimmy is going for Andrei Arlovski, the Pitbull, to win it by knockout over Francis Ngannou with the KO TKO victory. He thinks it'll be a knockout. And Creepy Zeke back there, he thinks it's going to be a submission victory for Francis Ngannou over Andrei Arlovski. I'm going with a KO TKO. I want to go for Andrei Arlovski. I don't want to pick against him because I'm such a huge fan of his, but I'm a big fan of Francis Ngannou's, and just from what I've seen of him over his tenure and his career in the UFC and the fights I've watched his prior to, that I've gone back and watched over, that I found he's just a natural, and I think it's going to be just a matter of time before this guy ends up in a heavyweight championship fight and ends up being crowned the heavyweight champion. As much as I like Stipe, I think this is the guy who could end up giving Stipe a run for his money, in the division. So let's go over to some information real quick, and make sure to let us know down in the comment section. Do you agree with me with the knockout for Francis Ngannou, knockout TKO victory? Do you think Creepy Zeke's right with the submission, or do you think Big Dog Jimmy's correct with Andrei Arlovski winning by KO TKO over Francis Ngannou, giving him his first loss via KO TKO? As Francis Ngannou's only loss has come by decision, and he is on a 8-fight win streak. So Francis Ngannou is from France, and he has got 9 wins and 1 loss. And he's on an 8-fight winning streak, and he's got 5 wins by KO TKO, 4 by submission, and 1 loss to the judge's decision. And that was back in 2013, and what it says is a 2-round fight. He started his pro career with an armbar victory in the first round. Then his third fight, where he started his 8-fight win streak, a KO in the first round, arm triangle chokehold in the second round. In his next fight, submission, doesn't say what, in the first round, a TKO in the second round, KO in his UFC debut against Luis Henrique. He got a TKO victory over Curtis Blades, TKO over Bojan Mikhailovic in the first round. We just seen him get TKO knockout over the past weekend here at the last UFC event at UFC 103. And then Anthony Hamilton, he got that insane Kimura on him at UFC Fight Night 102, and that was crazy. I didn't think he was going to make him submit to that Kimura. That was just like a brutal freakish strength. It was just insane. I was like, what? Oh my god, like, that was nuts. I remember freaking out when I seen that happen. Andrei Arlovski, a lot of us know him. He's 25 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. 17 wins by KO TKO, 3 by submission, 5 by decision. He's got 9 losses by KO TKO, so I'm predicting that this is going to be his 10th loss by KO TKO and 4th in a row, unfortunately. I want to see Arlovski win, but I don't believe it. My heart is for Arlovski, but my brain says what I see in Ngannou that he's going to end up winning. He's only lost 1 time by submission, and that was to Josh Barnett, the flabby tits, and then yeah, I don't call him the War Machine. I call him Flabby Tits. But anyways, so what Big Doug give me? Yeah, I'm checking up Josh Barnett's fucking man boobs. Okay, no, I'm not the only one that calls Josh Barnett's flabby tits. Anyways, and then he's got 3 losses by decision, and he's on a 3-fight losing streak again, where it started against Steve Micho at UFC 195 by TKO. Alistair Overeem with the TKO in the 2nd round, and then he lost to Barnett there, like I said, with the rear naked choke. He was on a nice win streak prior to that, where he beat Mike Kyle by unanimous decision. He had a TKO victory, split decision over Brendan Schwab in his UFC return. From what I recall, or is that his first? Yeah. In his return, he beat Brendan Schwab by split decision at UFC 174. Then he KO'd Bigfoot Silva at UFC Fight Night 51, and then he got a TKO over Travis Brownie, and then he got a decision unanimous win over Frank Mir. And we know about his past and stuff, where he fought all these different dudes and whatnot, so we won't get into all that. Leave me a comment about anything and everything I said. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you like any of our predictions, hit the like button. Make sure to share the video with your family and friends. The Predator versus the Pitbull at UFC Fight Night. UFC on Fox 23 in Denver, Colorado, coming at us on January 28th, 2017. It's going to be an epic fight you don't want to miss. Punch that subscribe button into submission. Share the video with your family and friends, and peep the video up above if it looks interesting, and make sure you submit that subscription button. Thanks for watching, and punch the bell.